Right. And your dad was a boxer already.
Yep.
But he never achieved the heights that you achieved.
Yeah, he was, no, well, he didn't achieve because he wasn't a boxer. But in kickboxing, my dad was he was big in kickboxing. He was a top guy. You name him, go ask all the guys, he was the top. Yep.
Yeah, but kickboxing
it wasn't as big as boxing.
Dollars.
No way.
Than traditional boxing.
That's why he never put us in boxing. I mean, in kickboxing. He said, if I'm gonna do anything with my boys, we're gonna do boxing. And we went to the boxing ring.
Right. Did you want to go into kickboxing though, like personally?
No.
Your dad always had already
I really had no interest. It's really a hard, I was like kind of a clumsy kid anyway, so I didn't have the coordination to kick and punch. So none of that shit worked for me. Yeah. I was good with the hands. Yeah, none of that worked for me.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I mean, it seems like when you see these phenomenal boxers, it's usually because of their families early on. Tyson was sort of adopted, by Customato kind of early on. But when you look at people like you look at the Mayweathers and so forth, it's already a family tradition. Y'all just take it, to the next level with the shit. But, you rarely see someone who starts boxing at like 15 and becomes a world champion. Right?
Right. Yeah. Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins was 25.
Really?
Came from jail. He had no amateur background.
I think you're right.
That's why he's still around now.
Yeah.
He was preserved in the penitentiary. Came out rock strong and went right professional.
Now, I remember I interviewed, before we launched Vlad TV, when I started doing DVDs, I did an interview at his house in Philly. And it was in a high rise. And it was like, the penthouse and the high rise. And we sat down, I started doing the interview, and he goes, yo, man, let me show you something. Look out the window. You see that right there? That's the jail I used to be in. I look down on that shit every day to remind me where I came from. B-Hop.
That's gangster.
That's gangster.
I ain't gonna front.
He purposely, and like, it's Bernard Hopkins, he could live anywhere he wants.
Yeah.
But I feel like he purposely chose to live in a building facing the jail that he used to be in when he was
young. That's crazy, but I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to see that fucking shithole. Never. I wouldn't want to see that. Just looking at it every day now. Yeah. But that's some kind of discipline to have, to look at it and remember you don't want to end up back in there. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
kind of more kosher.
Well, you have how many kids now?
8.
8 kids.
Yeah.
How many boys? How many girls?
4.
4 and 4.
Yeah.
Now 2 of them are little. Well, how old are your oldest?
26, 24.
Okay. Have any of them gone into any sort of martial arts? Not a single one. Because these days you have boys and girls who could do it.
My boys is the youngest now. So they like boxing.
Okay.
The oldest is 12. Boy, right now.
Do you want your kids to go into boxing?
It's a very tough competitive sport.
Yes.
So they would have to show me that they want to do it. Would I stop them and say, no, you can't box? No, never do that. If they come to me and show me with the ability that, I know what it takes to be a fighter. So if they come and show me, they enthused and they really want to do it and they put in the training in, like, fuck yeah, I'm going to support them.
Do you feel that you just sort of have to be born a certain type of way in order to be a champion boxer? Or do you think you could take almost anybody and mold them into that?
Yeah, anybody could be molded to a champion.
Into a champion, not just a world champion.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
You don't think that your body shape, your natural muscular tone, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes.
That could become, you can sculpt that.
You could sculpt that.
Yeah. That's
so you're saying anyone could do it?
Right. You could take a kid that's coming like this and he literally Jane like this.
Huh. Right, because there's weight class at the end of the day. It's not like you got to fight
fucking diesel,
200 pound dudes. Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
You can sculpt that. Mindset, You have to just be in his mind. Just transform the mind. That go with environment. You know what I'm saying? Atmosphere. You know, surroundings. People don't understand, like, you know, they keep sending their kids to school and to daycare and camp and shit, and their kid come back with a whole different personality. And like, how the hell is this happening? How do they learn this shit? Yeah, them little 6 hours, 8 hours they got out there with them other kids, they turning up.
Well, I interviewed Riddick Bowe, like I said. And, you know, recently I was watching, there's a Mike Tyson documentary series, I think on Hulu or something like that. And there was a short clip of Riddick Bowe when he went to go visit Tyson in prison. And the Riddick Bowe that I heard speak in that interview, and this was, you know, sometime in the 90s, to the Riddick Bowe I interviewed, was a very different person in terms of his overall speech. Riddick Bowe definitely slurs a lot of his words now. You know, and I've interviewed other boxers that, you know, seem like they have some effects, like some CTE type effects from boxing. Number one, did you worry at all about CTE when you were boxing? It doesn't usually affect, you know, guys in your weight class as much. Usually the heavyweights are the ones that catch it the worst, you know, like the Muhammad Ali's and everything else like that.
See, I grew up around Pernand Whitaker.
Aha.
We was doing this. We wasn't doing taking no punches. So.
I mean, would that be at all a concern with your kids? If they wanted to box, you'd worry about the CTE aspect of it.
I'm right there with them. We're gonna learn. We're gonna go back to this. You know, we're gonna get nice. Yeah. You know, the less punishment you take, the longer you stay around.
Yeah,
it's a known fact.
I feel you.